Welcome to Man Warrior Yoga. My name is Michael, and this is day 1 of your 10-day program. Good on you for getting started. Now, today we're going to work through a little bit of breath and some foundation poses. For me, everything in yoga starts with the breath. That it makes the practice open, accessible, and able to achieve the benefits, whether it be better sleep, better back, strength, flexibility, mobility, no matter what it is, it'll dramatically improve if we harness the power of the breath. To do that, give this a try. Put the hands down onto the belly. We're going to inhale and exhale through the nose and feel the belly rise and fall. Feel it swell like a balloon and then deflate. Now that's diaphragmatic breath. That's breathing all the way down through the bottom of the lungs. You're going to relax. You're going to be able to do more if you harness that power of the breath. Well done. Try that 5 times. Keep the shoulders stable and maintain that breath. Maintain that as we move through our practice today. Okay, good. Keeping that breath, keeping the mind on the breath. We're going to start off just in mountain pose, where we're grounding down through the feet, lifting through the rest of the body, lifting through the vertebrae and the spine and even the back of the neck. Lifting the hands forward, pressing down into the feet and extending high with the crown of the head. On the inhale, we're going to take the hands overhead into our extended mountain. Keep reaching through the fingertips, lower the shoulder blades. Good, extended mountain pose. Exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips. Soften the knees. Release all the way down into forward fold. Let the head go and hang. Inhale, hands come through to shins, flatten the back, extend through the back of the neck, and reach into our halfway lift. Exhale, hands come back to the mat. We're going to soften the knees. We're going to slowly roll back up. Extend long with the hands back through our extended mountain pose. Bring the hands back through to the chest. Good. That's our initial flow. That's our initial poses. Do the same. I'm just going to turn sideways. You keep pointing directly ahead. So ground into your mat through our mountain pose. Inhale, circle the hands, reach them high. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Come all the way down. Bend the knees. Make sure you bend the knees. Protect that lower back. Release the head. Hands down to the mat. Bend the knees as much as you need to take the bottom ribs down to the upper thighs. Good. Inhale. Bring the hands through to the shins. And if that's too strong, keep the knees slightly bent. Otherwise, we're going to lift the sitting bones and extend long through the crown of the head, gazing directly down at your mat. Good. Exhale. Hands come back down to the mat. Soften the knees. And then slowly rolling up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Circle the hands, reaching high again. And bring the hands back through to the chest. Good. We're going to do that twice more, then we'll add a little bit onto it. Feet grounding. Inhale, extend. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips, soften the knees. Inhale, flatten the back, reach through the crown of the head, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, release down, hands to the mat. Slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time, and then reach the hands high. And back down to center. Back down to our mountain pose. Good. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Forward fold. Release through the head. Release through the lower back. Inhale. Hands to shins. Flatten the back. Exhale. Release the hands down to the mat. Forward fold. And then slowly rolling up, one vertebrae at a time. Keep those knees soft, protect the lower back. And then back down through to center. Good. Now that's our foundation flow. That's the flow that we will use throughout our practice, throughout as we grow. And we're going to add on to it. But if we keep that lower back mobility through our forward folds, through our extended mountain pose, but stay active in the body and check in with the breath. How's that breath doing? Good. Nice and slow, down to the belly. Well done. Good. Now we're going to add a little bit onto it. So we come through to the top of our mat, ground down, lifting through the vertebrae, mountain pose. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, forward fold. Same flow as previous. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time hands to mat. I'm going to step our feet back, one at a time. And we'll move to downward dog. Now, downward dog you've heard 1,000 times before. It's a strengthening through the upper body and a lengthening through the lower body. And keep the knees slightly soft, but press back through the shoulders. Press the upper body away from the mat, especially through the index finger and the thumb. Ground them, root them into your mat, and press through the upper body away. Then we can begin lifting through the sitting bones, lift the hips high, and let the heels come down towards our mat. Good. Now we'll move through downward dog a lot, so we're going to get more and more comfortable with this. Then we're slowly going to bring the chest forward in between the thumbs into our high plank pose. Let's come high onto the toes, bring the chest forward in between the thumbs, round through the upper back as we press down through the hands and activate through the belly. Now if this is too much, drop down to the knees. Your choice. It's your practice, so it's your choice. So knees or the toes. This is a fantastic pose for the core and the midsection. Good. Elbows squeezed by the side ribs. We'll lower all the way down to our mat. Untuck our toes. We'll move into our cobra pose. Our cobra pose, elbows squeezed by the side ribs. We lead with the chest. Activate through the legs. And even squeezing down the heels of the hands. Take them back through to the hips. Good. Release the chest back down. Press back through our tabletop. Press down through our hands and knees. We want our wrists underneath our shoulders. Knees underneath our hips. And flatten the back. Gazing once again directly down at the mat and activate through the belly. Switch on through the abs. Tuck our toes. Press back through the upper body. Press the shoulders away. And then begin lifting the hips. And then begin, you can even walk out the heels here to release the hamstrings. We're going to get more comfortable in this pose as we go through. And then looking between the thumbs, soften both the knees, and slowly walk the feet forward. Back to guess what? Our old friend, forward fold. Release the head, hang with the upper body. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Reach the hands high. Extended mountain pose. And then bring them back down to our chest. Into our mountain pose. Good. Now we worked through a few different foundation poses today. Through our forward folds, through our downward dogs, through a little bit of plank and our cobra as well. Wonderful start. Great way to begin. Tomorrow we're going to add a little bit onto that, but making sure we stay within our breath. We keep that slow breath moving throughout our practice. That will be your guide. So well done today. Good on you. Great way to get started, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we take it just a little bit further. Till we see you then.